Is there another way for them to ask the right questions or meet the right people to get a better sense of where their donation, their support, their commitment, their hard-earned money is going to do the work that it was originally intended for?
I was listening to one of your other podcasts, and I love what the donors shared about how their intentionality in wanting to take time to get to know the folks that the leaders they're investing in, the organizations they're investing in. I thought that was a great best practice. And you also shared about just the importance of nonprofits giving good reporting back. So I think those would be the simple, like in the interactions, there shouldn't be any yellow flags of duplicity and the reporting really giving evidence of what they're already doing. So what reporting do they already have in terms of how are they defining mission fulfillment? I do think it is worth asking, encouraging donors to ask about, if I give you this money now for this building project or whatever, how do I know that it's always going to stay on mission? And what are you doing in place? What do you have in place? And see how they answer, because maybe you don't have an answer, but you've left them with a really important question that they need to be considering as a mission-driven organization. So I think being really discerning, taking a look at the communication, does it seem authentic and consistent all the way through? Talk with different people of the organization. Does it seem consistent through that? I mean, it's great if you're able to see the work firsthand too. I think that's where you really see the rubber meeting the road and experiencing that firsthand. So you have to see what's possible for the different type of organization that you're funding. But I think if you're investing significantly, you should expect to spend some significant time. And on the donor side, whether you're a family or a foundation, I think you need to be clear too about what is in scope and out of scope for us from a mission perspective. So even our family, we kind of have parameters of where our giving and money generally goes. We like to give about 90% of our giving international, so non-US. And most of the statistics on Christian giving in the US is that 90% stays in the US. And we think, given the need in the world and, the need for the Bible and the gospel to go out there, we care really deeply about investing in places where that isn't happening as much. There's things like that. So those are some guidance and guardrails as a family that we kind of have developed over time. And you can create that for your foundation, for your family as well. And that helps inform, okay, what the nonprofit is saying, what we feel called to do. How are these things coming together? How are they aligned?
It's really interesting because you're now talking already about different giving levels, right? The person who's giving, I don't want to give a specific number, but as you said, a significant gift, maybe a significant amount of their giving is going to go to a particular organization or a particular project. Encouraging them indeed to spend more time. And of course, different people have different arrangements. It might be a foundation, it might be a donor advised fund, it might be that they're working with a family member who's their representative, or a professional who's their program officer and their boots on the ground to help check on things. And there's all sorts of models that can work. But then there's also the person who's sending the online gift, right? And they're not interacting directly with the people. And they've already done their due diligence and they know enough about the organization for whatever reason. We're not going to go now through the research that you could do online, but they've done their due diligence. They know that they should be supporting this particular organization. And at the same time, they've never actually interacted with the people. And so you're saying there's still a model, there's still a world in which that you're going to be able to check on that organization to the best of your ability, even long distance, correct?
I think, again, I would lean on the reporting. What's on their website? What's on their social media? What are they putting out there? And is that consistent with what you feel called to give to? You should see that clear alignment. And again, I would say, depending on how much you're giving, spending more time, depending on the level that you're giving.